I'm Melanie Ridley. I'm the Chief Development Officer for the Innovation and Value Initiative, or IVI.
What age were you when you were diagnosed, and what stage were you diagnosed with?
I was 29 years old when I was diagnosed with stage 1C ovarian cancer. I was very fortunate to have my cancer diagnosed early. Most women who are affected by ovarian cancer are diagnosed at a later stage, as there's no current screening or test to detect this type of cancer. And ovarian cancer does have symptoms, but they're usually very subtle. And only about 16% of ovarian cancer patients are diagnosed at an early stage like mine. At the time of diagnosis, I had a daughter that was just under the age of 2.
How was the cancer initially detected?
Was experiencing some symptoms like abdominal discomfort, bloating, a feeling of fullness. And these are really common symptoms in ovarian cancer that are easily confused for other common everyday problems. And actually, I thought I was pregnant, and I was seen by my women's health provider. And through physical exam, she found an ovarian cyst that had developed. So I had surgery to remove the affected ovary, and have some pathology done on the cyst, which revealed a malignancy. Um, so really the ovarian cyst was my saving grace, as the tumor was very small and would have gone undetected, but the cyst was growing and led to my symptoms.
How did you feel when you first received the news?
Devastated. I did not believe when I started my health journey that it would lead to a diagnosis of cancer. So the feelings that came over me in the early days of my diagnosis are ones that will be with me for a lifetime. I was scared of cancer and what it might mean for my life and for my family. And even though my cancer was detected early, I had concerns that it would really impact my future.
Tell me about your treatment process. How did you decide what options to pursue? What was most important to you in your treatment process?
My treatment journey began with a meeting with my gynecologic oncologist. She shared with me the facts of my diagnosis and asked me questions about what was important to me in the treatment journey. I had done some initial research and came with a list of questions. And based on our discussion, my oncologist recommended an aggressive treatment plan that was aimed at full remission or cure of the cancer, given the early stage of the disease. And in response to my questions, my oncologist was amazing, and she shared current evidence that supported the proposed treatment plan and really helped me to understand what to expect as part of my treatment. So when treatment began, it started with another surgery for tumor staging. We wanted to be sure we knew exactly what we were dealing with, and it did confirm the stage 1C type cancer. And over the next 5 months following surgery, I went through 5 of 6 rounds of chemotherapy. I stopped short of the full treatment plan, as my white blood cell count fell to concerning levels. And we determined that the trade-offs of protecting my immune system outweighed completing the initial treatment plan.
What outcomes were of most importance to you?
I felt fortunate to have an oncologist who worked with me to understand and support my treatment goals. First and foremost, it was long-term survival. I wanted to see my daughter grow up. Also important to me was maintaining my reproductive health following treatment and being able to grow our family. And I'm the proud mother of 2 daughters today, so obviously that was incorporated into our treatment plan. I also continued to work throughout my treatment journey. That connection to my normal life was important and helped to support my emotional health throughout the process. I worked for an employer that offered a robust health benefit package, Because of my health insurance, it covered most of my treatment costs. So that was not an outcome or a burden that I had to consider in my care. But I often think of other individuals and families that are confronted with significant costs related to cancer diagnosis and treatment. This is part of what drives me in my work with IBI. Some of the outcomes were important to me, we are measuring and incorporating in our understanding of value, but many of the impacts and outcomes that I confronted or thought about as part of what was important to me and my family and my cancer treatment journey were not including in our understanding of value.
What message would you like to provide others in the community?
Some of the things that I take away from my health journey are the importance of understanding what your treatment goals are as a patient, thinking about what's most important to you, and then having that conversation with your healthcare provider and your care team about how to incorporate that into your treatment plan. And I had a very supportive care team in my cancer journey who really sat down with me and thought about my goals and built a treatment plan around that. I wanted to ensure that I was around for my daughter, and so that was factored into my care. I wanted to continue to grow my family, and so we worked, and found solutions that helped preserve my ability to continue to grow my family. And establishing those goals and incorporating that into treatment really helped me to feel empowered in my care and helped me to feel that I was on the right path towards health and recovery.